Welcome to Greg Speaks Worldwide, big baby. Yes, and it don't stop. I have to comment on this championship of comedy. I think Katt Williams completely destroyed Steve Harvey's toupee, and he destroyed some of the various arrogance that has been displayed by Steve Harvey. Now, don't get me wrong. Obviously, I've read a number of different commentaries where Katt, some time ago, in LA, was talking about Steve in the clubs, etc. And when he talked about him in the clubs, Steve Harvey just asked on the radio, who is Katt Williams? So that was kind of taken personally. But then again, I've read some other reliable sources that talked about how Steve Harvey tried to take Bernie Mac's job and that type of thing in terms of keeping him from getting work. And he's been known to make phone calls. If that's true, I mean, these are according to sources. A lot of times people make up things on people all the time. And there are rumors that folks are sweet, you know, got sugar in their tank, all that kind of stuff. Not Steve, not in the case of Katt Williams in this particular situation. But I think it's really something that's important that folks have to understand. You can't go on thinking that you can be arrogant or thinking that you're just so much better than everybody else. But after viewing this, I've only had a chance to see some of these clips. It is totally a devastation, and some folks are saying it's a massacre, you know, of Steve Harvey's career. Now, I think Steve, at this point in the game, he can't touch Katt Williams with the microphone from a secular stand-up comedy phase. Now, if they were to do clean comedy, possibly. I think Steve is going to have to definitely stick with the Christian market because he went with T.D. Jakes. He did the Mega Fest, I think it was, did very, very well. Then he came back with Still Tripping. And it was kind of hypocritical because now you cussing. So which is it going to be? Are you going clean? Or are you going this route? Or are you going that route? You know, he's kind of like lukewarm. He's kind of doing this or doing that. But then when you make something the championship, obviously Katt kind of did his thing. He took Steve out. I mean, I guess the best thing to do is to take out a king of comedy. I think in this particular fashion, I think it could have been handled probably in a different way. But then again, you know, people don't know to what extent Katt was pissed off or upset. But again, I think it's very, very vital that we understand as artists, as comics, whatever it is that you do what you do, but don't get to the point that there's a certain level of arrogance. But I do want to say this one thing. As I was out in Los Angeles, I think Steve Harvey was on, he had his radio program, and I had my child. I'm a 6'4" brother, you know, 6'4", 230 pounds, caramel chocolate, you know, bow-legged, size 13 shoe type brother. But bottom line is, I had my child with me, and my baby at the time. And of course, being tall, standing out the crowd, my baby was up, you know, it was early in the morning because I had to go to work. Had my child up on my shoulder just to, you know, give Steve a wave. And the arrogance of Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey didn't even look over at my child. I was pissed off. So I was kind of happy to see Katt Williams do what he did. And that's what you get, Steve. That's what you get. See, you got an old-fashioned whoop, and he got you, and it was just a devastating thing. But again, you could probably come back. Again, he's going to have to come back with, only way Steve can get back at Katt Williams, you got to pay somebody to really put hands on him. That's the only way, because you will not be able to beat him from a stand-up standpoint. He has too many facial expressions. His skill set is extremely high in that particular area, if you will, Steve. But again, I was really mad though back then, though, Steve. But I took it like a man. Went to work, because you know. But that's what you get.